Hello, I'm Joshua Wilson with America's Warrior Partnership Corporate Veteran Initiative, here to have a conversation with Tracy Latona with Golden Rose Financial Coaching. And she's going to be discussing with us being a military spouse, starting a business alongside her military husband, and doing amazing things. Hey, Tracy, how are you today?
I am fantastic, Josh. Thanks so much for having me today. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, no, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you sharing the things you sort of went through. All of our veteran and military spouse entrepreneurs, I'm sure, are super grateful for your wisdom. So thank you for doing that. And yeah, let's start with your experience as military spouse and your husband's service and sort of your background.
Yeah, absolutely. So my husband served in the Army. He was airborne. Got to throw that in there from 2007 to 2013. And he did 2 tours to the sandbox in Afghanistan, 2 year-long tours. And during that time, that really laid the foundation, unbeknownst to me at the time, that I would rely on for my financial coaching practice. We did a lot of stupid on steroids when it came to money when he was in the military and thereafter, like the dumb $600 a month car payments at 12% interest, the loan sharks for the down payments, finances separate, money fights all the time. You name it, we pretty much did it. And that was an inspiration for me to reach out to the veteran community and the soldier community, because financial literacy, financial educational programs weren't really there when he was in the military. So it's my mission to serve veterans and their families in a way to help people take control of their finances, work on their mindsets and their behaviors with their money, so that way they can envision and create the financial future that they want. I started Golden Rose Financial Coaching in 2020 in the midst of COVID.
As a business owner, what has that been like starting it at that time and what you've been doing so far?
It was, it was actually kind of beneficial for me to start it during that time, because I finished up my financial coach master training during the beginning of COVID. And that was kind of the period of where everything started going virtual. Everyone was working from home. So starting up on Zoom and having conversations from Zoom went to, oh, that's weird, I've never heard of it, to being detrimental for communication and for workplaces to have. So as far as registering my business, I did a lot of research and decided to go the single member LLC route. I like that route because it affords a little bit more of a legal protection versus just sole proprietor. And that kind of put my husband's mind at ease a little bit. Whereas I don't give financial advice and saying, hey, this is the investment you should make. There are people who are kind of sue happy out there. So going the LLC route just seemed to be the better route for us to take personally. As far as getting started financially, what we did was we moved at the pace of cash. We were able to pay for the training that I went through to become a coach. And then as far as starting up the business, I just looked for creative and inexpensive ways to get started. I used a lot of free resources at the beginning. And then as my business capital grew, I was able to upgrade those. So thank God, I haven't needed to take on a single penny of debt for my business.
Right. What are some of those resources that you used?
Things like Zoom, Calendly, Google G Suite, that kind of thing. Having a virtual business is pretty inexpensive with low overhead. My heart is to serve people where they're at with financial coaching. So I don't have control over whether or not people say that they're ready for that yet. So I get to have the opportunity to have tons of conversations with people, empower them to think outside the box when it comes to their finances, and be able to show them a little bit of what coaching with me would look like. And then if they're ready, then they say yes, and we get to move forward. I use the profit first model for other businesses. So a lot of entrepreneurs have the tendency to reinvest everything that they make back into the business and they don't pay themselves a living wage off of their business. So using Mike, I think his name is Michalowicz, using his structure of percentages and using the mindset and behaviors of this is what you have to work with so you can feed your family is the route that I use when I coach businesses. I would say my biggest success is not only the personal growth, but the growth that my clients get to go through as well. I don't define success as a specific dollar amount. I tie my success to how I show up for my clients, and I help them define their own success. So when I'm able to show up powerfully in a coaching conversation and they go through that mindset transformation and their behaviors change because of it with their finances, that to me is success.